Story time.
Nkamba mutya. Many people think what people are actually quiet, but if you didn't know that what people are the most loud people ever, the most talkative people you can ever know. They talk, they talk only that they always, they always talk from within. Mm. They are always having a lot of discussions within their minds, and we'll never know what they're up to. Yeah. We are so observant, calculative, and we're very vulnerable because most people take us for granted today because they think we are easy, but actually we are never easy. What people, we are not. Many people get think that maybe we don't see what's going on, we don't observe, we don't know ABCD, blah blah. But my friend, you'll be surprised that we monitor and know everything around us, and people within or people around us. We are always well versed with all that, and we usually know who is who without even saying a word. Yeah. So don't be mistaken. What people are very talkative. We always discuss, argue, and do everything from within without even speaking a word. Yeah. We decide and we do everything from within. That's how funny what people are. Let me tell you one thing. Uh, Let me give you a quick scenario. Um, One time, usually had overheard people talking about our cafe, blah blah blah. And to me, I looked at them. I was like, deep inside my mouth, like, now I'm a failure. Then I had to look through all their stories because actually I had some clue about them. Even while they were speaking, I could just notice so many failures within them. I'm like, you get it? Kuboga watumira omuntu nga akuyita failure naye nga in actual sense nebika nakwagwa ate ebigo byagudde tabibala naye ye abala gwe byogudde oba kitegeera. And the end of the day, none of us has never failed. Yeah. And failing is part of the learning process, you get? I remember one day I failed some it was a candidate class and I failed badly. And one person was like, Kanabulemu boy. Anyway, I was depressed and I was so low, I was down. So I was sleeping on some veranda somewhere. Somebody was like, anyway, was a bit young compared to me, but old enough to understand what's going on. So I was like, Kanabulemu boy. I looked at the guy. Okay, that is it. What I have to tell you is that I'm not afraid to be called a failure, and I embrace that because practically mpise mu bintu bingi nnyo, ngezezzaako bingi, ngudde bingi era mpise bingi. So the combination of the failures and the success, the mediocres and everything defines who I am today. So I don't care, I don't give a damn. And through all that, I've learned so many lessons, so many lessons, so many everything. Actually, unlike some of you, the lucky few who have had a chance to grow up with your fathers or your parents. Yeah, I've never grew up with my father. He died at a very young age. So I've had to face so many things firsthand without so many interventions here and there. So I've had to teach myself so many things. In the process, I've made so many errors. And yeah, true, some of them almost cost my life. Yeah, some of them are risky. So I'm still alive just by the grace of God. Yeah. But all that just shows who I am and it defines who I am today, so I don't give a damn. And yeah, what am I saying? Learn to respect people, be respectful, and we all have a journey, and that journey is full of stories. I'm proud some of you are out to tell my stories, though you did it behind my back, but at least somebody that tell my story. Because I'm so quiet, sometimes I don't really tell my story. Even in my pages, I don't shout out my stories or my history or who I am or what I've gone through. Only that some people give out misleading information. That's the bad thing. You give out biased information or information that doesn't really define who I am. You get? That's why I have that's why I have an issue with so many people. And I'll never come out to defend myself, because at the end of the day, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Yeah, you just be like, after all, I know who I am. I know how far I've come. I know who has been there for me, who wasn't. I know all the challenges I've been through. I know people around me, obviously, at different stages. Yeah, my life, Madala. So those who saw me as a toddler or as a baby have a different version. Actually, I don't even know that part of my story. One day I met somebody, an elder, and was like, you know Bashiwa, don't you like baby? Oh, like, come on. What I was speaking about. So was like, tatwala tusayira wano ente blah blah blah, naye gwe tulina kyotusayira. I'm like, come on, relax. I didn't have a chance to know him better. Yeah, kuba true, I have some little memories kuba namulabako nga ajja okutukyayira there and there, naye I was too young to understand anything. So somebody is talking about somebody, even I never had a chance to play with, even when I'm old enough to understand what he really meant in my life. You get? Some like, relax. Stop comparing more is that, but at least I was glad somebody had that bit of the story. You get? What am I saying? It's alright you talk about me, it's okay, because that's part of life. Everybody there to be talked about, and that's what makes life easy. But at the end of the day, it also makes sense if you really publish or say out really stories about me. I don't care whether they are bad or good, as long as they really define who I am. You get it? Because even the bad part of me is actually me. I can't deny that. So even if you said something bad about me, but when I actually did it, it's okay. The problem is saying something I actually never did. Even I've never dreamt of doing. You get? Otherwise, bye bye. If I say bye bye, this is my page. Some people told me that I post a lot. It's okay, but remember, I don't even post 90% or 80% of my daily life. It's just not even 1%. You get? So everybody has access to so many pages, so many everything, and they define different stories, different characters, different people. Who is there to define me? Somebody wants to get to know who I am. Where do you get to go? So that's my page. So sometimes just bear with that. Yeah, it's my page, and it has to have my information. Yeah. One time I was looking for information of my deceased father, and somebody was just charging me 60,000 shillings just to get a photo of my deceased father. You get? But that tells you that you can ignore something, but sometimes it may come out to be so important to somebody, and you can access it easily. So at least for those who want my photos or my stories, you will find it on my page free of charge. Am I talking sense? For now it may not matter, but with time you really need this information. I know somebody somewhere will need this information. Bye bye.